Hey there, April Mack here, and I wanted to go live today to talk to you about what does next level look like for you. And the reason I want to ask this is because it's something I've been thinking about for myself a lot lately, and it has totally changed everything that I'm doing, and in a good way. So I thought it's a good question to pose to people who want to think about areas that they might want to change either in their personal life or in their business life. Hey Bree, how you going? Nice to see you. So it's something that actually Carly Marie, who I often talk about, she's a coach that I follow. She was asking this and it really got me thinking. And when I started thinking about what the next level version of me looks like, it just gave me immediate content, I guess, for myself to think about in terms of what I might do differently. And just by the pure fact of thinking about those things, I started doing them. And so if you think about it, I've got a list of things that you can think about, and I'm going to do a post about this later. But what does your next level version of you look like in terms of what your habits are? What skills do you need? What do you stand for? What are you really, really passionate about? What does that next level look like for you? What do you say? What do you talk about? What do you do in your life? And what do you need in order for that next level version of you? Hey, Chiang, nice to see you. What do you need in order to be that next level version with great ease and grace? You don't want your next level version of you to be hard. Like, this is not what I'm suggesting. And some people even reading the title of this post or thinking about next level version might think, oh, but I don't want to be striving, I don't want to be stressed. But that's part of who the next level version is, right? The next level version of you is relaxed or has time to stop and smell the roses. That's one of my next level versions of me. I've got time. I've got time to hang out with my kids. I've got time to do the things that I love doing. That is the next level for me. So, and it's upping my game where those things are possible. So, if you can think about it, what's useful to do is to think about it at a macro level. So like the big picture, what habits do you have to be this version of you? What skills might you need, and need to go and do some courses, do some training. Think of all those things at the macro level, and then start to drill down on what does it look like? What does a day look like for your next level version of you? And sometimes it's useful to think of someone who's just a bit ahead of you in the game of whatever it is, your industry or your profession, or if it's in your personal life. Hey, Janie, how are you? Nice to see you here. So think about someone who is your role model, who is the next level version of you, and watch what they do. And then think about, how does their day look? And if it's someone you can ask them, what do you do with your mornings? How do you manage your day? What do you do with your time? What skills do you have? What courses have you done? What are your top habits that you do? And so you can get some really great tips from people who and you might be someone you're watching on social media. What do they do? So Carly Marie, as I always talk about her, she's like my role model for what my next version of me in my business looks like. And so it's like, what do I notice that she does? Well, she does lives. She gets on and she puts herself out there. She talks about what she's passionate about, and she does it in a way that I think is awesome. Hey Nick, how you going? And so that to me was like, oh, that's a pointer. That's a next level version of what I need to do. I wasn't doing any lives just a month or so ago. People who know me, I was getting myself out there, but I wasn't doing lives because I didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't ready. I know you love Carly, Janie too. You and me were girl crushing on Carly, aren't we? She's amazing. So anyone who doesn't know who I'm talking about, Carly Marie, Carlie, last name Marie, Maree. She's a coach, and she's an author, and she is rocking. So she's really, really worth watching. And she's just full of great wisdom. So she does lots of lives, and she's on all the time, and she's got young kids, and she is managing, this life of having a business of her own, as well as parenting in a beautifully balanced way. And she role models that, and she seems to be doing it with a lot of ease and grace. And so she's my role model at the moment. Nice to see you, Nicole. So if you think about the macro level first, like what kind of skills, habits, what do you want to be doing, like for me, and then think about what that looks like in a day, and what you would need to be doing in a day, and it's also things like down to the level of, does the next level version of you, is it someone who looks a particular way, dresses a particular way, but maintaining your authenticity. Like, I can't stress that enough. If anyone watching knows me, I'm not going to say go and change the way you look to be a particular way. It's change it. And Janie's the perfect person to be watching right now. She's an expert at helping you. She styles me. Janie's my stylist, and she's someone who's helped me pick a wardrobe and clothing and the way that I dress to express my personality, my true self, so my authentic self. So when I talk about looking at, maybe you're going to look different, or you're going to be healthier, thinking of those things in a positive way that feels totally aligned with who you are. And if you don't know who you are, now's a great time to think about that. And, think about what is it that you love. Very often we get on a path and we lose track of who we are and what we're here to do. And so at any point in time, you can just stop, sit down, and think about, have I lost my way? Is it time to really rethink what I'm here to do, what I value? And it can be done very quickly, and you can suddenly see where you may be out of alignment. So they're the kinds of things. And then when you go down to then the micro level, it's, for me, it's things like, I know I try and do a Facebook Live nearly every day. I carry a journal around with me so that I can take notes and write down my thoughts anytime, and they're there, and it's always coming through. It's, even in my personal life, it's making time for my children and having quality time with them, doing one-on-ones with each child. That's something that I really value and want to do. And that's the next level version. So if you're always thinking about what's the next level version of you doing, being, saying, having, once you really get clear on that, just by the process of thinking about it and maybe even writing it down, things change, and they change massively quickly. Anyone who knows me and has been watching what I do in my business will know that 2 months ago I was doing things a particular way, and that is all changing because I thought about what does next level me look like. It can totally transform the way you do things. It's like flicking on a superpower switch where you just suddenly you just lift your game. And then when you've been there for a while, you do it again and again and again. So it's an awesome question to ask yourself. And I believe 100% that it will change what you do and how you show up. And it can happen really, really quickly. I would love, love, love to hear if that happens for you. If you're watching this on a replay, #replay, leave a comment so I know you are here and that I can comment back and say hello to you. Thank you, Tiang. Very nice to hear that you think I'm doing great. This is all still quite new to me, but I'm really loving doing my lives. And speaking of doing lives, this is something that took me some courage to get up, to be able to, get on here and go live and feel like I had something valuable to say and something really valuable to share. And so as part of that, my own transformation, when I go through anything, I always want to help others and offer, similar teachings to what I'm learning. And so my latest course is Courage, and it starts tomorrow. It's called Courage because By the time that you finish it, I want you to walk away with an enormous amount of courage, more than you had when you started. And it goes for 5 days. It's super affordable. It's $44, and we get 5 days together, an hour a day. I've already got about 11 or 12 people signed up to do it. They are the most beautiful, beautiful souls. I'm so, so excited. We start tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It's not too late to join. If there's any inkling in your body that this feels like something you could or would like to do, then please jump on. You can get to the link from the header in my Facebook page. And if you can't find that and don't know how to get there, just personal message me or leave a comment here and I'll give you the details. I would love to see a few more people sign up, but already it's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous group. And I know wholeheartedly that within the 5 days, we are going to make such shifts, such massive shifts, and be changing the way that we do things with more courage, be more bold. I know that everyone there, including me, is going to get a huge amount out of it. So I'd love to see some more of you there if you feel called. That is kind of all I wanted to say. Hi, Nandi. How are you? Nice to see you. This must be a good time to jump on a live because I'm getting more people on here today than I normally do. So I might have to make this the new norm. I usually just jump on whenever I feel called or when I've got time and the kids are being quiet. But this looks like a good time. So yeah, if you're watching on replay, hashtag replay. Leave a comment. Lovely to see you guys. So nice to see some of you. And I can't wait to see some of you in my course, which starts tomorrow. If you've got any questions whatsoever, leave a message. Lots of love. Bye for now. See ya.